everyone, welcome to a new sewing video. I'm making a dress with a design that I haven't done before, so I haven't got anything on a mannequin ready. That's a dress waiting for me to measure and do a description for my Etsy shop. But as I've recently finished that red dress, I'm going to go with red for my next one because I have down here a little bag of the leftovers. So I've gone collecting more red fabrics out of my fabric stash. Also, red is a good colour because I'm hoping, as you can see from the lighting, we are now back in the depths of winter with the lamp on and the lighting is a bit rubbish in here, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so red is a good colour to stand out in winter. And anyway, I'll show you what I am beginning with. So we have here, I'm going to need a lot of fabric for this idea that I've got in my head, so no doubt I will have to go back and carry on looking for more. So I've got a full-length petticoat, a cotton petticoat skirt. This was obviously once a long-sleeved tunic that's been cut up or used partly for something. So we've got pure silk on the outside and I think cotton lining on the inside. We have a pair of salwar trousers. Could be a silk blend, viscose blend, I think. I found this cotton dress, which is a shame. It's really actually just quite a nice folky dress as it is, but it does have a little bleach stain right in the middle here, so it'd be quite hard to just reuse the front of this. Also quite a bold statement colour, so I'm probably just going to use the cotton on the back. We've got a nice big bit of red cotton there. We have a silk, quite dark red tunic here. Is it lined? Yes, that's lined. I will probably need to keep quite thin by the look of it, so I might need to try and keep those layers together. And lastly, I think this is a silk and cotton blend. Another tunic with an interesting neckline, but I probably won't be using that. But the rest of the fabric, although there's a sort of brocade sort of cross pattern, I think that will blend in fine. That's what I'm beginning with. I've seen a dress by a brand called Sister Jane. I don't know if you heard of them. They do the most beautiful clothes, but there's one in particular that I think has been seen around Instagram a bit, that's very billowy, very big. But anyway, I'm really liking lately big sort of smock tenty style dresses, and I'm gonna have a go at making one of them. It's going to be a bit tricky because they're usually in gathered tiers that go all the way around the dress, which I obviously won't be able to do without using like a whole roll of fabric. I'll just have to try it and see how it goes. Right, I've got an audio book I need to listen to before book club this evening, so I better get started.
Elena slept on the living room couch.
it's been a while since I checked in on this red dress. As you might know, I started this last year, I think. I tried to get it finished before we went to America for 6 weeks, didn't manage that, and then I tried to get it finished again before I had the Glastonbury Fairy Fair, didn't manage that. I'm back to it, but I'll give you a little update on what I have done on it so far this year. Sorry, as per usual, I have to apologise for the awful lighting in here in the winter in the evening. So nothing much has changed at the front hip. I think last time I showed you everything was completely pinned. Now everything is completely sewn. But I did lift the frill at the front. As you can see, I cut off a good couple of inches at the top part of this panel here and repinned it and sewed it on so that this length matched at the bottom. That side is still yet to be added. I think this panel is completely new, so now this side is sort of coming together under this ginormous big puff sleeve. I can't remember if I talked it through, but I cut away some of the fabric at the back here to try and get it to join better, and it really does. That looks so much better than it did before. As you see, I've stitched those pieces together. So really all I have left to do is finish the hemline, get that sorted, get a panel in here. I have tried this dress on. I have to admit, it looks a bit weird. It looks more than a bit weird on the mannequin, but I've tried it on and it actually does look pretty cool. It hangs really nicely. Obviously I've still got the neckline to sort out, but yeah, it looks quite nice actually on. I'm quite pleased with it. It's been a bit of a struggle to get the pieces to fit together properly, particularly where the fabric is a bit thicker, this thicker silk here. Yeah, as you see, this point here was a little bit tricky to get right, but now it does fall nicely. So yeah, it's all coming together. Red, but probably clashing, probably not quite the right shade of red. So I finished the dress. I have to admit, it's like, oh, at last. I started this in December and I'm recording this now right at the beginning of May. It isn't like I've just been at home doing nothing all that time. We were in America for 6 weeks. I don't know if you watch my vlogs as well as my sewing videos, but our dog died in March and it just put me off sewing. I have not been in the mood for sewing, and yeah, I've just been busy also trying to get the new website done, doing photo shoots of stuff I made last year. But I finally got back into sewing, and I think the reason why I wasn't in a hurry to get back to it was because I haven't enjoyed making this one, I'll be honest, and I don't think I'll be trying to do another one, which is a real shame because I really wanted to try and work out a way of doing a replicable smock dress. Particularly with these sorts of sleeves because they're quite in fashion at the moment and I like them. I like big blousey sleeves, but it just took so long to make and figure out how it's going to hang nicely with the different sorts of fabrics. It's not a design that I think works easily with different, like I said, different weights of fabric and things like that. Yeah, I think sadly this is going to be one of its kind. And it doesn't look great on the mannequin. I know you can't see much of it at the moment, but it actually looks okay on. I'm quite pleased with how it looks on. It's really comfortable to wear. You can definitely see this being an Instagram-y sort of dress, you know. And you can wear it with a belt as well if you don't like the loose. I mean, this is quite a loose fitting dress that I think some people would prefer to wear it with a belt. But either way, I think it looks nice. So overall, I am pleased with it. I am pleased with the outcome. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll come back to this sort of design and have another go, have another bash at it. So I did finish off with doing my usual style around the neckline, tatters and ruffles and things, and added some reinforcement to the back of the neckline as well, because that was quite thin fabric. It didn't feel strong enough in the neckline and it kept pulling forward, so now it does sit better on the shoulders now that I've done that. I'll turn it around here, but yeah, this took some work to get it to hang right at the back here. I have actually seen Trini on a recent one of her YouTube videos. I don't know if you watched Trini from Trini and Susanna. She had, I think it was a top with a very, very similar, I think she called it her cape top. It was a very similar shape and style to the top of this dress actually, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's alright, maybe people will like this after all. But yeah, so the back is all pleated at the back so that you've got these big blues on sleeves, and so it does look a little bit like a cape, which, yeah, the look of that is growing on me. It's difficult to see on the mannequin obviously. So yeah, I'll stop rambling about it. I hope you enjoyed seeing me attempt a new style of dress, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, please hit subscribe and the bell notification below. I do try and put up sewing videos quite regularly. I've got some really good ideas in my mind of other things I want to try as well, so please stick around for those videos. And if you have a friend that you think might enjoy this channel, I'd really appreciate it if you could share the link with them. That would be great. Spread the sewing love, the whimsical, creative sewing love. And if you like the dress or want to see more, or just curious to see the photos that we take in the photo shoot, which I haven't done yet, but hopefully by the time you're seeing this we will have, do go along to my website. I'll put that link below and you can have a look at the details. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.